Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where I know last episode that I talked about showing the blackjack and the modifications that have been made. It's not ready, and there's still 4 days on it, but we can still hop into the mech bay and I can show you how we managed to get that thunderbolt onto the javelin. So we've got ferrofibrous and endo steel structure. We have regular engine heat sinks here. And we have all of our free heat sinks in. Those are, of course, required to have in there, and they don't cost us any weight. Now, we managed to get the Thunderbolt on there and 2 tons of ammo, but we had to go down to an Engine Core 120. We also dropped down to 3 jump jets instead of 5. I was going to say heat sinks, but we didn't do anything with the heat sinks. So that is a thing. So yeah, we managed to get this on here. We've got pretty good armor, too, except in the legs, which, granted, it's where those thunderbolts are. Now that I think about it, maybe we should take the 9 off of the arms instead. That said, does it matter? Maybe instead we should bump this up to 65 and this to 65 and this down to 45 and 45 and then just split it like this. That's something we could do, just to increase the safety of those TBM ammo. That said, it's not likely the Javelin's going to be taking fire. I'm not going to do that right now. It's an option if it becomes a problem. We do need to take forward a little bit here to allow the Vulcan and the Assassin to be repaired. The Blackjack is going to be repaired on the same day as the financial report. The question is, if we do not take forward one more day, can we get another deployment? Well, we have a bunch of fatigued pilots, and if we were to deploy with them, they would of course get an injury now that that's the way that works. Yep. So we may want to just... Ooh, hello. We'll take Bandit. We may just want to take this financial report. Is there anything that we absolutely need to run? There is this 627 here. I don't think it's 100% a necessity, though. We're at 2 million C-bills. We're doing fine as far as that goes. I think we'll just tick forward. And here is the financial report. And the Argo Mech Bay 3 is now complete. And the financial report... And we'll be done repairing all of our mechs, so we can take a look at what has happened to that Blackjack. So let's hop in here. Now, no, let's hop in here. There we go. Now, you'll note we've got 2 Ultra AC5s. You'll also note we've got 0.2 tons remaining. There's a reason for that, and that reason is because we only have 1 ton of Ultra AC5 ammo right now, and that's caseless ammo. I did actually want to check the store now that the month tick has happened to see if we got additional Ultra AC5 ammo. No, we absolutely have not. So it bears noting this is going to use 4 rounds per turn, and this 1 ton has 30 shots. So that's what, like 7, 8 turns of ammo? It's not a lot. There's no doubt about that. But this is also a lot of damage, assuming we don't jam. I mean, that's 180 damage output if that all hits. That's kind of huge. With a pretty decent optimal range of 400 meters on it and a max range of 780 meters, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The major thing that we're going to look to do is that we are going to probably have just a single jump jet in the CT. Let's see, what does that actually put our jump distance at? Max jump, 1 hex. That's good enough. That's just to make it so that this thing can't get stuck. So the idea would be that we drop down to a single jump jet like this. And then I believe these are all free heat sinks, correct? Yes, these are all free heat sinks. We don't need any other heat sinks. So we are going to leave that as is, and we'll probably drop a little bit of armor in, I'm guessing these legs. They're pretty well armored, these legs. So we would drop down something along the lines of this, although it would probably be more like this, technically. And then we'd put an additional ton of Ultra AC5 ammo here. Would be the idea. Now, we're not going to do that right now, obviously, but that would be the general concept. So that is what has happened with the Blackjack. And if we come in here, our mech warriors are going to be back in 3 days. I think we go ahead and tick forward all 3 days. Actually, maybe we just leave Corsair fatigued and don't tick forward this day. He is our Vulcan pilot. The Vulcan is pretty important to our strategy. It's not vital, but it's a lot of damage. I'm going to go ahead and tick forward that 1 day. Okay, let's do some mech warrior training here. Some of these should be able to be trained. El Duce, he is the Raven pilot. He is definitely going to grab a point of tactics here.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Falcon can't be trained. Lord Dacky can finally grab that sweet, sweet bandit. And since he's the Javelin pilot, we're also probably going to have him go down the tactics tree. But for right now, that will be absolutely fine. And Tarbox could grab a point of piloting. That gives us melee accuracy. Okay. It's not the best. We could alternatively grab... This point of tactics does nothing. Or I guess just helps with the hesitation. But no, we're going to grab that point of piloting for right now. Excellent. Okay, let's see what we've got for newly generated missions here. This looks suspiciously like the same missions that we had previously. Or very similar ones. Okay. Well, we'll definitely run this one first, since it is 627. We should be able to get ourselves a double priority salvage, absolutely. This is also going to bump up our Federated Suns rep, which I'm pretty happy to see. Javelin, Vulcan, Assassin, Hunchy, and J. Edgar. Sounds good. And then these guys would get deployed on the next mission in the J. Edgar, and because Arclight is essentially our secondary J. Edgar pilot for right now. And then this would, of course, be the Raven, the Panther, and the Blackjack that would get deployed on the next deployment. Once we have the ability to get a proper second non-vehicular lance, this will change, but for now, this should be fine. This is a destroy base, which actually our Javelin should be very efficient at. This is still in the urban environment, but that's okay. I did discover that for some reason RogueTech is indeed caching things to disk, even though I've got plenty of RAM for it. I've currently got like 32 gigs available. Note, available. So, I don't know why it's caching it to disk, but it definitely is, and that's why I was getting those low disk space warnings from Windows in the last 2 episodes. I've cleared out some disk space, though, and so we should be completely good to go. Let me just double check that we've got a good amount. Yeah, that should be plenty. About 100 gigs free. It doesn't cache that much. It seems to cache somewhere around 6-ish gigs. So that should be fine. We need to destroy the captured base and escape. We're looking for a mercenary company to do some covert work for us. We've lost a base to the Lyran Commonwealth and believe Davian personnel are being interrogated even now. We can't allow those people to spill their secrets, but it would look bad if we were seen to destroy our own base. We need deniability. We need you to level the base, particularly the storage and communications facilities. We'd appreciate it if you ensured there were no living witnesses, and we'll pay a bonus if you wipe out all the opposition. Okay, sounds good. Do we have any allies?
Command interface initiated.
We do. Okay. I think our allies are being ambushed. They're like up over here? Where's the actual base at? I don't know where the actual base is. Okay. Oh, this is the actual base. Oh, we're able to deploy super close to this base. Do we deploy, like, right here? No. We could deploy here. That would allow us to split to attack this turret. And where are the other turrets at? There's one there. There are only 2 turrets? No. There's one there and one there. Okay. So that should be really easy to do, actually. We send a force up this way and a force over this way of faster moving mechs, perhaps with jump jets. Hit these turrets, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with this position. This should be fine. Well, we're using drop pods. Sounds good. Have to get that all loaded in.
Really sweet. Shooting buildings is fun. They can't.
Oh, this texture didn't load. Excellent.
Go, Commander.
That happens occasionally. So there's a wasp here. We see that this is a light turret. This is a standard turret. This is an infantry suppression turret. And we don't know what this one is. Okay. Now, this wasp has 24 evasive pips. We're going to reserve.
Holding for the right opportunity.
This guy moves phase 16, so we're not going to have to reserve for much longer. Okay. That's another wasp there. Sounds good. This material not loading doesn't seem to be anything to worry about. Let's go ahead and position our javelin. Oh, it's our J. Edgar that's moving right now. That makes more sense. Let's go ahead and position our J. Edgar right up over here. We're only going to be on 4 evasive pips. It's not the best. Oh, there's a Valkyrie over there. Okay. I'm not too concerned about that. These are our... Oh, that's a Locust. Where are our allies at? They're up over here. They're probably getting ambushed, is my guess. Okay. Let's hit this wasp in its rear arc. We could potentially kill it with the J. Edgar. We didn't. But we did a lot of damage to it. Excellent. The wasp jumps up onto that building. Fine. We're going to move up with our Vulcan. Never mind. We're going to jump with our Vulcan. Because I don't think we can actually move. We should actually be able to move if we move to the Hunchback first. Let's reserve the Vulcan here. Because I'd rather actually move rather than jump. The Locust moves over onto that ramp. Fires on the J. Edgar, misses almost everything, as expected.
Systems holding.
Excellent. So now the Hunchy will step forward over here. 3 evasive pips is pretty good for the Hunchy on a move order. I like it.
Confirmed.
And I want to light up... Do we want to hit this turret? Or do we want to hit this wasp? I feel like we could kill either. But not both. This turret only has 2 energy weapons. Let's hit the wasp. Ooh, that was not good rolls. We took down that building, which, of course, put some fall damage into their other wasp. So, I mean, there's that. And we weakened up the armor there, so that's fine. The assassin will come up over this way. Actually, not quite there. Let's go here instead. We'll have LOS on this wasp. And we'll finish off this wasp. We can actually laser pistol from this range, but we're not going to. And there we go. That's a dead wasp. Okay, the harasser is going to move in, and it's not really doing anything. Fine. Firing on the J. Edgar and missing. Sure. We'll take that. Okay, the javelin can close in. And here's the question. What do we want to do with it? We could hit this light turret chassis. We do 75 damage, though. I feel like we're actually far better off not going for one of these turrets if we can help it. 0.9% though on these hits. I think we have to hit a turret for right now. Not the wasp. I don't want to hit the standard turret chassis. I think we're just going to go for the light turret here. And miss. Wonderful. Okay. Sure. The striker moves in, is firing on the Locust. Did no damage. Okay, well, it's the thought that counts. Condor moves in, doesn't do anything. And the Scimitar moves in and fires on the infantry suppression turret. It does actually hit it. So that's nice. Looks like the Vulcan does have to jump. Okay. Not ideal. But we'll do it. Just to get out of there. 17.9 and 20.3%. Okay. I guess we'll go for the light turret chassis. It's not my preferred target here, but given our hit odds, that was okay. Not the greatest. Yep, they're going to do that. Noted. They've got at least a mag shot, if not a Gauss. Interesting. That would be in this... Ah, that is a light Gauss emplacement. It's a mag shot, though. Okay. Okay, the Locust is making its way over this way. It's irrelevant. It can do that all at once. This is rear arc. And this is actually a fantastic position. We'll position right like this. This is perfect for the Hunchy. We'll fire into this Wasp's rear arc. It may very well die here. Our hit odds aren't the best, but they should be, I hope, good enough.
How did that taste?
Okay. It wasn't the best damage spread, but this Wasp is basically dead. I'm going to move up with our Vulcan here, but I'm not going to go for the Wasp with the Vulcan. I'm instead going to go for the light sniper turret. Now, one of our rotary rifles is already jammed, but that's okay. We should be able to kill this sniper turret. Not quite. But it was very close, and the other gun unjammed, so that's nice. See, 16 HP on that.
Good to go.
Not ideal. We're going to take the J. Edgar. Just trying to find a spot with some good evasive pips. Actually, this is good LOS, if not a great evasive pip. We can position something like this.
Copy that.
I'm not sure if that's going to be in flamer range. It is. Okay, we'll take this shot. It's not great in terms of odds.
Time to unload.
Yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Well, actually, one of those did hit, but it didn't hit in the correct location. That Wasp is really close to dead. The Valkyrie backed off.
Receiving you.
We're going to move in with the Assassin here. Actually, we could get in over here with a kick. This would be turning our rear arc over there. I actually want to side arc this, I think. And we will fire the laser pistol with this. See how those chem lasers end up looking. Ooh, we missed the kick. Sad.
No joy.
Okay. Well, that's a leg destruction on the Wasp, so that's a knockdown. Maybe the pilot ejects here? Yep, he did. Perfect. Striker moves up, fires on that sniper turret. It's dead. Ooh, only hit with 2 there. It still has 6 HP. Well, it's very close to dead.
What can I do?
We're going to move up with our Javelin. Or are we going to move over here with the Javelin? That would be ideal range on the Locust. And a direct LOS. This is going to do a lot to the Locust if it hits. That's a big if, given we've only got a 22% hit chance. It's got 6 evasive pips. We're going to roll this. I'm not going to be too sad if it misses.
This should be good.
It was close. Good try.
Stay in the crosshairs.
This guy needs to get better at shooting. He'll get there. Okay, the Harasser moves up, does nothing. The Condor moves up, fires on that light sniper turret, and kills it. That's what we were looking for. Fantastic. Okay, the scimitar moves up, fires on the light standard turret. It misses. We're going to fire on the Hunchy, do 40 damage. Sure. Whatever you say.
Come on. Send me a real mech warrior.
Oh no, not machine guns.
Hurt me?
On the Hunchy, 2 damage. Whatever are we going to do?
Good to go.
Let's see, our jump range is awful. That's not a surprise, per se. Can we get into rear arc of that Valkyrie? This is all side arc. Okay. This is all side arc of the Locust as well. I'm actually interested in moving in over here, out of the LOS of the turrets. We'll close in on the Valk. We're not going to fire the chem laser here because of the hit chance. But we are going to go ahead and fire the Streak SRMs and see if we get anything into this side arc.
Reporting negative damage.
Okay, fair enough.
Waiting for orders.
The Vulcan can position itself here out of LOS and will work on this light standard turret. Of course, we've got recoil building up, but that is fine. We hit everything there. That's ideal. The Hunchy will move soon. The Locust actually put itself in quite a position there.
Damage minimal.
So here's the idea. J. Edgar and the Hunchy are moving at the same time. The J. Edgar is going to make his way around to the back over here. I want it at this angle. We're going to backstab the Locust and see if we can overheat it. I doubt we can overheat it, but maybe we do some damage in the back.
I copy.
Not really. That's fine. The main idea there was to get the J. Edgar out of the position it was in, because I want the Hunchy to take that position. That position is out of LOS of all of these turrets, which means we can safely turn our back. Or we could come in over here like this and take the side arc hit. I think this is better.
Roger.
We're in cover, this would be side arc, so we would get the cover bonus, and we're closer into the Locust, which means that our hit odds are better.
Eat this.
That was good.
Oh, yeah.
That was very good. We'll see what our allies decide to do. The Harasser does nothing. I was hoping that the allies would kill that turret. That's the ideal scenario here. They're firing on the Harasser. I think that was a mind spread. We don't care about that, though. It's irrelevant.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, Lord Dacky is going to make his way up over here. This is ideal range on the Locust. It's only an 11.3% on that. We could alternately go for one of these turrets. This one has a 79% chance. This one has an 88. I'm still hoping that our allies kill this light standard, so we're actually going to do the armor damage on this infantry suppression turret. Did that miss? I didn't see any damage there. Oh, please go for the turret, buddy. I don't think that missed. Okay, sure. Kill the Locust. That's fine, I guess. I would really prefer that they had gone for that turret, though. The Locust wasn't going to survive. But it's fine. That does mean we took 36 more damage than I was hoping to. But it's not the end of the world. And yeah, that one was always going to happen. Okay, so all that's left now is the Valkyrie that's way up here.
Ready for orders.
So the Vulcan is going to finish off this turret. This is going to use up basically all the light rotary rifle ammo. But that's fine. I was hoping that turret would die from that. We didn't quite get the crits we needed.
Yeah.
But the Hunchy is going to ignore it, I think, and is going to make its way over this way. We're in LOS. We could decide to finish it off, or we could go for this infantry suppression turret, which I think we would do less overkill on. We may not even kill it, but we would certainly get it exposed.
Firing.
Okay. That's fine. The armor is gone on that.
Waiting for orders.
We're going to move the J. Edgar at this point up to about here. And I'm going to have the J. Edgar finish off this light standard turret.
Firing.
There we go. Excellent.
One less turret.
Phase 15 allied turn. We'll see what this, what is this guy, the harasser, decides to do here. Whole lot of nothing. Okay.
Yes, boss.
The assassin is going to sprint forward into this rear arc. This is probably exposing our rear arc to this mag shot. That only does 40 damage. We can take a hit or two in the rear arc.
You got
That's assuming it even hits. I am interested in firing the laser pistol in this scenario. That was solid. I'm very happy about that damage spread. Striker on the infantry suppression turret, doing no damage. Okay. They'd do better if they'd get LOS.
What can I do?
We're going to move in with the javelin. Now, we could potentially kill the infantry suppression turret, or we could go for an armor hit on this light Gauss emplacement. I think we're going to go for the infantry suppression turret here. Our crit chance is pretty low with just a single hit. That's better off as armor strip, but it'll I guess do.
Enemy structure is weak.
They're hitting their own defensive structure there. Okay. I like it. Okay, that's a command bunker crit. I'd very much like it if they would finish that off. Yeah, we expected that shot, but it did miss, so that's great.
Standing
Okay,
by.
the assassin is going to come over this direction. Yeah, I like this position.
Copy that.
And I want to hit this light Gauss emplacement. Let's hit it with everything we've got.
Target. Alpha strike.
Okay, we've weakened that one nicely.
Commander.
Let's get the Vulcan up here now.
I copy.
Now, the Vulcan is going to run out of its light rotary rifle ammo. That is fine. I just want to finish this thing off. And it's dead. Right?
Critical hit, Commander.
What? How did it survive that?
Completed.
1 health? Okay.
What do you need?
I thought for sure that would kill it. We'll finish it off with the Hunchy, I
I'll
guess.
do what I can.
This is massive overkill, but the Hunchy can't see the Gauss emplacement anyway. I'm only going to fire, I think, 2 medium lasers here. We only need to hit with 1.
Copy that.
And we missed both of them on 75%. That's
I hear ya.
unlikely, but possible. We're going to move up with the Javelin, of course.
Moving out.
And I don't want to hit the infantry suppression turret with the Javelin. We're going to fire at the light Gauss emplacement. If we miss, we didn't. Okay. I was going to say maybe we hit one of these buildings, but that was not necessary.
Something you want done?
We're going to move up here with the J. Edgar.
Acknowledged.
And the J. Edgar's goal is to finish this light Gauss emplacement. I don't think it'll succeed, don't get me wrong, but that's its goal. Let's see here. 87 health? Actually, it could succeed. No. We do 85 damage. It'll have 2 HP. Unless we get crits.
Taking the shot.
Okay, we missed one of those flamers anyway.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Maybe our allies will finish them off. We can hope. Well, not the Condor, that's for sure. The Harasser moves in, but it doesn't have LOS. The Striker is going to fire on the infantry suppression turret, and it did finish that one off, so that's something, anyway. The Scimitar fired at something. I didn't catch what. They fired the mag shot at the J. Edgar, but they missed. That was expected that they would miss. Okay.
Standing by.
It's time for the Vulcan to come in here and finish off that light Gauss emplacement.
Location confirmed.
Oh, that's right. We have high explosive ammo. Like, we have the different ammo types. The light rifle ammo and the ammo that's better against structure and the ammo that's better against armor. I should have remembered that. I'll remember that next time. Okay, that guy's dead. I thought it seemed like we ran out of ammo quicker than I expected
That
on
turret's
him.
gone.
That explains it.
Yep.
The Hunchy is going to come in over here and take out this medium military building, because we only need to take out 3 buildings here. We should easily be able to take this out with just the Hunchy.
Take this.
Kaboom.
Shot, Commander. Enemy structure down.
2 to go.
Commander.
We're going to bring our assassin over to here. And we're going to fire on this one. The assassin can take this down on its own. There we go.
One less structure.
The striker is going to move around and not do anything useful.
Waiting on
And
you,
then our
Commander.
javelin can work on... Actually, it can't take this down on its own, but it can do a bunch of damage to that building. And then our J. Edgar can finish it off. Nope, not this one. This one.
Copy that.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
There we go. We eliminated the Op 4. Fantastic. Let's get out of there. We barely took any damage. That was very good. In terms of salvage, we'll see what we can get. Maybe I'm more interested in the cash from this one in the future, but that wasn't that much cash that was available. So 310k, that almost covers our monthly payment. So the Federated Suns rep going up is always nice. The Vulcan took some damage in that arm, but overall, this is not much that we need to actually do. We could grab the Valkyrie if we wanted to, but I'm not interested in any of these mechs. We could grab this large laser. We do already have one. Generic armor. This is a halfway decent engine. We could grab an Engine Core 200. Roulette the 120, probably. Heat sinks are always nice, but not really nice enough to justify grabbing. Standard fusion engines are decent cash dumps. Thunder ammo. Okay, we've already got one of those. I'm more interested in rouletting that, I think. Anything else that's a good cash dump? Because there's not anything that great. We could guarantee the 120. Yeah, this is overall a pretty meh haul. We'll grab the large laser. And then we will definitely sell this machine gun. And this generic armor. Get out of here. This 120 we don't have a spare of. And we don't have a spare of this 200, so we'll keep both of those. Standard FCS, get out of here. 3 heat sinks. That is nice. These jump jets, we don't care about. Standard heatsink cooling, we've got 4 of those kits. We'll get rid of that. Standard fusion engines, these are just cash dumps for us right now. And generic structure, also just a cash dump. Okay, well, overall, we actually got a pretty decent amount out of that. I mean, we did get 3 Wasp parts, I suppose. We could maybe scrap those a little bit later on if we need some cash. I mean, if I have no plans of using them, why not scrap them, I suppose? We don't have an upgrade going right now, do we? We should probably get one of those. I ticked forward without an upgrade queued. That was bad. Okay. Noted. It's only like 3 days. It's not the end of the world. But even so, yeah, go ahead and do that, Yang. He can handle all those repairs. That's 100% fine. So the Javelin is allegedly going to take 3 days, but it's actually only going to take 2. And of course, the reason for that is because our third mech bay is not performing at peak efficiency. We need to grab this upgrade. That's super cheap, gives us 2 tech points, and the third repair bay at 100% efficiency. That is something that I should have done before we ticked forward these 3 days. That's my bad. Okay, and with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to do our next event, I guess I would say. Our next mission is probably the correct word. And I do think that we may want to go through our components, or not our components, but rather our storage, maybe our components as well, and just sell off anything that we know for a fact that we're not going to need. Like, for example, this cargo truck. That ain't happening. So we could scrap that for a free 2251 C-bills. And that would probably get us enough C-bills to begin comfortably working on our junked leopard here. So that would be fantastic. For now, though, you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.